Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam357. As you may remember, Rukmini was looking around for a sight of Krishna. At the same time, she felt his presence and looked up. She saw the most divinely handsome man standing on the terrace of a chariot, and his right hand was held out to her. He leaned out of the chariot and he grasped her right hand firmly, and he lifted her bodily and placed her in his chariot. Even as the others were looking on, Krishna spurred his horses and drove away from there. Balarama and the Yadava host followed him slowly. Krishna looked like a lion walking away with his prey from the midst of a pack of jackals. For a moment there was silence, and then there was confusion among the kings who had come there for the wedding. Salva and Jarasandha and the others could not bear the insult to their friend and said, "Shame on us that we stood helpless while a cowherd walked away with the prize which rightly belongs to a kshatriya." Soon they were riding on their chariots with their armies following them and tried to overtake Krishna and claim their friend's bride-to-be. But the foresight of Balarama prevented them from doing this. The Yadava army held them at bay and would not let them proceed further. From the terrace of the chariot, Rukmini saw the fight that was going on, and her eyes were scared. Drinking her beauty with his eyes, Krishna said, "Do not be afraid. The enemies will soon be routed by your army." Her face was red with shyness, and she would not look up at Krishna, who, she knew, was looking at her with a smile in his eyes. 225. Rukmi, frustrated. Soon the kings had to admit defeat and returned crestfallen. Jarasandha led the others in the retreat, and they went to Shishupala. He was looking like a rich man who had suddenly lost all his wealth. He looked so unhappy, and again his face was dark with anger and disappointment, and he looked at his friends with questioning eyes. They shrugged their shoulders, and Jarasandha said, "Forget your worries. Nothing is permanent in this world, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant. One has to act according to the situation in which the vagaries of fortune have tossed him. He should continue his actions as though he's indifferent to all of it. He is, after all, but a helpless puppet in the hands of fate. Even as a wooden doll performs according to the wishes of the one who pulls the strings, a person has to act according to the wishes of his maker. Look at me and consider how often I have been made to return to my kingdom, frustrated in my attempts by this wily Krishna. His guile is well known. I have learnt one thing: this world is ruled by fate and time combined, and hence I've learned to take everything with equanimity. If it had not been fate, how could our combined army have been routed by the negligible army which that Balarama brought with him? Let us wait. Soon things will change. Someday the fates will favor us, and then we will be on top. They will be the losers." Not comforted one bit by these dry words of comfort which his friend spoke, Shishupala returned to his country, since there was nothing else to do. Bhishmaka, however, was extremely happy at the turn of events. Rukmi's anger was terrible. He collected one akshokini and went in the direction in which Krishna went. He was bent upon killing Krishna. Before leaving, he took his bow in his hand and took an oath. "I swear that I will not enter this city of mine unless I kill Krishna and rescue Rukmini." He ordered his charioteer to go fast and overtake Krishna. Perhaps Krishna anticipated his coming. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.